I'm Curtis Boland. I'm the director of the Casco Bay Estuary Partnership. The Casco Bay Estuary Partnership is a national estuary program. There are 28 national estuary programs around the country. What we all have in common is that we are collaborative organizations that bring people together to solve problems related to the coastal ocean, in our case, Casco Bay. Portland Harbor is a really good example of a small urban harbor. It has packed into about 4 miles of shoreline and related work pretty much everything that happens in a major harbor as well. We have container ships, we've got cruise ships, we've got oil tankers, active working waterfront with lobstermen coming in every day. We have a fish pier where people are bringing fish in to sell, recreational users that are paddling their kayaks out of slips in the area, recreational sailors at marinas in the harbor. And one of the real interesting processes we've learned in this is that these people all have complicated relationships with the bay, with what they want for information, and with each other. And they have to figure out how to share that, and they have to do that with awareness of the weather conditions and the conditions of the ocean itself.
My name is Tom Scheika. I work for NERACOOS, which is the Northeastern Regional Association of Coastal Ocean Observing Systems. So we're working with Casco Bay Estuary Partnership to develop a high-resolution circulation model for Casco Bay. This model will produce a forecast every day. The forecast will be a 3-day forecast, or a forecast will include waves, currents, so current speed and direction, throughout the water column. It'll also forecast water temperature and salinity throughout the water column, as well as water level and inundation, so areas that might get flooded during a coastal storm.
Climate change poses real challenges for coastal cities like Portland. Portions of the waterfront already flood under unusually high tides, flooding businesses and piers, damaging seawalls, and threatening sewer and water lines. We knew that flooding forecasts could enhance resilience of the harbor, but we quickly learned that information from ocean models could also prove valuable to recreational users of the harbor, commercial fishermen, and even the harbor pilots.
We're a 3-person group that is responsible for guiding large commercial ships in and out of the harbor and some recreational yacht traffic as well. So we look at everything from visibility to wind conditions to the currents, the tides, so that we ensure we have enough under keel clearance. These are all things we look at when determining whether or not we can board a ship and we can bring it in safely.
Last fall we held 3 community workshops and we interviewed a number of other people to try to get an idea of what people in the harbor would be doing with information from harbor models or ocean models. I think the most important lesson we learned is that different people have really different needs, and that if we're going to serve the needs of the community of the harbor, we need to have long-term discussions with them about what they need and how the models can evolve to serve their needs, and how we can deliver data from the models to get to people so they can actually solve problems with the information that's already available but isn't getting to them at this point.
Our mission is to provide affordable access to the water through educational programming and community sailing. This modeling could produce a bunch of things about wave height and water temperature and salinity, right? So I've never had access to some of that information. So having that, it might help me learn about different things and potentially use it to improve our decision making. So if we could reassure our instructors, our parents, our participants that we are taking all the safety measures to sail in the safest place, that would be really valuable to us.
The core of this project is really bringing people together, connecting community members to the ocean scientists, and connecting the ocean scientists to the community so that we can really build products that will serve community needs for decades to come.